Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another early morning coffee talks. It is a terrific Tuesday. We back again. It's just the weeks, the days, the hours, the minutes. They just not stop coming. They just keep rolling, keep rolling. Man, what are we about 8 days away from Christmas? A few more days after that, we hit New Year. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, man, but it is just flying. Like I said, I know I'm booked and busy now, but still, I don't know, the clock just feel like it's just speeding up for some reason. But hey, anyway, today I really want to talk about one attribute, one skill of leadership that I've learned just over the 15 years, actually more than that now, because I guess no matter if you what position you're in, if you have somebody that you kind of help guide to them becoming better, in their journey, then it's part of leadership as well. So shit, I might well say 20. But and that one skill is the ability to connect. And so if you can connect with somebody, then you can influence them. And that can go negative or positive, But for me, I'm always for the positive. Man, I've always been kind of preachy, you know what I'm saying? And that's something my wife said. She's like, bro, you can just go all day just talking about, positive things. Even people I meet out in the community, that I've connected with, a lot of them may tell me a few things going on with their day and their life. And I'm able to, have that conversation with them and reflect off different ideas to kind of help them along their journey. But the point is that, they still have to put in the work. I can speak to my face is blue, but it doesn't matter. But the point is the ability to connect with those people, because it's just interesting to hear the different stories on what people have going on in their lives. And the truth of the matter is, I spoke to, thousands of people, man. This is like no exaggeration over the years. Obviously not just in 1 year, but just over the years. And one of the things that's consistent is everybody got the same problems, man. Everybody got the same problems, but just in a different manner. And when I look back even on the problems I had that connect with theirs, the biggest thing is just taking accountability, just taking responsibility. And I think that a lot of those problems and issues can be quickly dissolved. If it's a problem with, your personal relationship, external relationships, problems on the job, a lot of it just showing up and just taking accountability, just taking it. But I say that to say, if you are a person in leadership and you want to be able to connect with other people to not only make your situation better, but theirs as well, find a way to connect. I don't care if it's, let's say you just see that person all the time. Maybe they have kids, maybe they do something outside of work, as far as like, maybe they do like a basketball league or something outside of work. Maybe they're heavy into sports. Maybe they're heavy into, painting, but find whatever that thing is. Maybe they're a gamer, right? I don't know, but find whatever that thing is and connect with them. Especially, here's the thing, especially if you have kids, right? Listen, I know a lot of us are adults now, and our lives, we on a whole different planet as far as what information we consume versus what our kids consume now. And a lot of times, just like when we was growing up, we knew probably a lot of different musician or artists. We probably can tell you, if we was big into sports, all the different people coming from high school, from college, going into NFL, whatever, right? Any sport. But a lot of times, like especially now, when you working and you grinding, that's not where your attention is, right? Because we know that kids, again, they're in their own world, and it's not a big responsibility world, right? They're not worried about bills and stuff like that, so their focus is somewhere else. And so we need to have the ability to connect with them still where they at, meet them where they're at. And that way we're able to connect and then also influence them in a positive way. So if you got kids, like when I was growing up, anime was a big thing, right? Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, you name it. And I think that when I was having trouble in school earlier, if somebody was able to connect that, and again, I don't mean they got to watch series of episodes, but even on a small scale, right? About maybe connecting with Dragon Ball Z as far as how they're getting stronger every time they have a fight. That could have been a lesson as, hey, you lost this in this area where you might have failed a test. How do you come back stronger? I don't know, something to connect, right? Or even just asking me about, hey man, what's going on with this show, right? That let me feel seen. Hey, what's going on with basketball? I get it, man. Those, we work a lot, and a lot of us come home tired, and the little bit of energy we had, we just trying to reset or attempting to reset to get ready for the next day. And a lot of times we don't have the energy for our kids unless it's going into the weekend after we've rested or whatever. And then it's like, all right, I kind of recharge. Now I want to attempt to give energy to my kids. You want to, especially again, when it comes to kids, you have to find a way to show up for them every day, not just on the weekends, and connect with them. And that way you can keep tabs on them. And again, not that you always constantly checking for them, which, I know most of us do, but it's just to see where their mind is, right? Because it's easier when they know that they're being seen. It's easier to connect with them. And again, man, and it goes with your wife too. I did a video about checking in on your wife. Are you at least shooting a text, or you at least shooting a call throughout the day, maybe once, maybe twice. And again, it's not like, hey, where you at, what you doing? It's like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. I thought about you. I know it's a time you maybe taking lunch. Hey, how's your day going at work? Hey, what do you have that's going on later at home that I can maybe help take something off your plate? Whatever it may be. Hey, what are some goals you want to hit this week? How can I help you along that way? Or, maybe you don't need help. Maybe you just want to talk about it. Maybe you just want to vent, right? What are some positive things going on? That's a way that we're communicating and connecting, with our significant other. And that gives you a chance too as well, to connect, with your wife and to connect with your kids. Just seeing where they at, man. And, I know everyone has different schedules now, but if you are on that 9 to 5 weekends off, is there a day where all you guys sit down at the table? This is something I wish we would have did more as a kid, man. Just, because I'm pretty sure from what I remember, the adults in our house had weekends off for the most part. And we just never really the kids sat down together to have dinner because we all had to go to bed at a certain time and this and that. But I don't remember a time where we all sat down as a family and it was like, hey, what's going on with you? Hey, what's going on with you? Just to allow us to speak, and be able to share, hey, what's going on with us. And so a lot of times it just kind of put us in a situation where we was kind of lost in the sauce and we didn't know what was going on in the household. Even as kids, like it's again, we don't, as a child, we should know everything, but we should know what's going on in the world of the family. Hey, what are we doing this weekend? Besides church, besides the night of, like, hey, this was going on. And we had our mindset for something else. And again, we kids, we had to go with the flow. But if that was communicated, we could have connected with what's going on in the family. You know what I mean? So but that comes with planning. I say it all the time. That comes with planning. As a husband, one thing I know for sure I'm doing that's going to be brought in is a weekly calendar, something on the fridge. I'm looking at my fridge right now. I'm looking to say, hey, if it's anything big or if the kids have something going on, post it on the fridge. Maybe they have orchestra, maybe they have a sports game on Saturday. But everybody need to know the schedule, what's going on, right? The family needs to know the schedule, but that's the connection part of connecting with the kids, connecting with your wife, connecting with your external family as well, because they want your time, they need your time as well. Maybe it's something you're doing with your mother, your cousins or whatever. But it's the planning part. If you don't plan, how can you connect? How can you connect? So anyway, again, leadership, and let me not make this video too long, but go to at your job today. If you attempt to connect with somebody. Again, it's not to try to really open them up, right? To I have to intentionally let it be natural. Let it just go with the flow to connect with them. But give somebody 2 minutes of your time seriously and connect. When you get home, well, first of all, still connect with your wife throughout the day. But when you get home, you got kids, find a way to just go in that room, just really give them your undivided attention and connect with them. They may be weirded out by it. Like, why is he coming and talking to me? But just, the slowly and surely you keep doing that, checking in with them, you're giving them a few minutes of your time, I think it'll really help them connect, because they'll feel more comfortable. They get used to speaking to you. So anyway, connect, man. That's the leadership thing. And that resonates no matter where you are in life, just the ability to connect with people. And so that's what's worked for me. It's still working for me now. And again, you don't have to be charismatic, anything like that, but you should be approachable. That people can feel that they can trust you. But it takes time to build up to that, and that's just you being sincere and really opening and keeping that, eye contact, and just being open ear and open heart, right, to really listen to them. And again, you're not there to solve all their problems or anything like that, but you're connecting with them. That's the whole point, right? So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Listen to Early Morning Coffee Talks. Y'all have a terrific Tuesday. And, drop a comment below. You're going to connect with somebody today. And maybe, again, your wife, your kids, family member, maybe a co-employee, co-worker. And subscribe if it's your first time checking into the Husband Cove. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe as well. Hit the like button so we can send this out to the internet. And lastly, hit that notification bell. We're dropping videos every day. I'll see y'all later tonight. Peace.